And we are here. I believe we are here now. Yes. What's going on, everybody? It's here. Alright, it took so long there. Like I mentioned, I kind of cool off from this heat, as you can see with the towel here, and also the water. Um, Another thing that kind of helped me up was they changed the live stream procedure of getting in here. Well, all you gotta do to get into the live stream, and yeah, so that kind of got in my way. So anyway, but we're here now, um, and really excited to go back into Yu-Gi-Oh again. I know at one point I mentioned that I kind of was just going to be doing other like regular novel books that and I wasn't going to do like comics or mangas. But then I kind of was thinking the past few days like since we're in a new direction, especially on some of the other stuff on the channel like Brownie's reactions and stuff. Um, yeah, especially since there's the whole thing of welcoming anime. Yeah, probably should go back into this. And this is actually the best way I can get through reading this is with you guys on the stream because with all the other stuff I do with my day job, life, making the reaction videos and also other videos that I do. Especially with the new direction. Yeah, it's this is pretty much the best time that I have for reading, which is a good thing, and I have this on the channel as well in order to do that. So, yeah. Okay. So anyway, without further ado, also, quick thing to announce. Some of you, if you hadn't been in here watching and you don't know and you hadn't seen it yet, there's the reaction to the very first reaction of season two, which is the movie Space Jam. It's up. Also got a reaction to the first two episodes of Sailor Moon, the pretty guardian who fights for love and justice. And just recently, before I got in this stream, the first a reaction to the first two episodes of Beast Wars just finished uploading, uh, right the very minute before I started coming into the stream. So definitely check those out there, and probably working on which obviously means I'll be um, getting ready to work on the next reaction video as well as excuse me, as well as also updates with my different comics like Bubblina 4 that we're working on. What's going to be expected in Yamiko's new direction there, as well as other things. So yep, so we got a lot of that's coming. Definitely prepare yourselves for that. And yeah, we got the black on nails and another yep. I honestly feel like I'm drinking from a well. Okay, so let's dive into the Yu-Gi-Oh manga. So I checked the playlist of the previous Yu-Gi-Oh of the previous streams while I was reading uh, Yu-Gi-Oh and everything, and I see that the last story I read was involving Jornochi with that gang and those electric tasers and all that. And also, this is a really also I like this picture of Taya, aka Anzu. Yep. So almost make it think like she dressed it like she finna go to Philadelphia. So apparently, I tried to read a little of this sometime back here ago. Didn't really get too far, as you can see. So we're gonna go to where we left off in reading in the Storytime streams, which is part. Here we go back to here we are. Dual story number 13 or duel number 13 as they title it here. I don't know. Not exactly. I guess they call it because when I hear duel in Yu-Gi-Oh's universe, I think about the Duel Monsters card game. But apparently, I guess you could say referring to, um, the challenges that they're going to face in general, whether it's related to that or not. Because remember when Yu-Gi-Oh first started, um, in the manga, when the manga was first written, and then they did the anime adaptation of the manga, but it was only in Japan. The anime adaptation, it was Duel Monsters was in it, but it was not a big part of it. But it became the most talked about in the manga to the point where eventually four kids, American, all that got wind of this and decided to commission for him to make an entirely new version of Yu-Gi-Oh that with that centered around basically the card games and would sort of reference stuff from the manga a little bit, like how Yuki and Joey met, stuff like that, but mostly in like flashbacks and kind of maybe like hints of it sprinkled in the show. So basically, it was basically focused on the card game here in America that it's time to duel, and because of that, when they apparently, I don't know if he had I don't know if um, Kakazuki had finished his entire manga series before we got our Yu-Gi-Oh here in America. Um, but he made a manga version of what we have in America to connect to his manga, but to connect to his storyline, but only in the manga form because in the manga form, you only had the original characters that we know here in America: Yugi, Taya, Joey, and Tristan, aka Yugi, Anzu, Jonochi, and Honda, and it was only in the anime adaptation of the manga where they had the extra character Miho, and it somewhat they tried to. It kind of was a little lighthearted at times compared to how it is here in the manga, but there was still a lot of the dark stuff there. So, um, yeah, so I think it. So technically, it could have been possible to bring that over here to America if you really think about it, but I think more so than the dark stuff in the Yu-Gi-Oh Season Zero. I guess that could have been part of the reason they didn't bring it over here, but maybe the I would think the bigger reason because there's some dark stuff in our Yu-Gi-Oh as well, especially you look at the Japanese cut of it, especially with all the stuff they censor with the Shadow Realm. So maybe it was more so the fact of a marketing thing. Yeah, and they figured if people were into this Duel Monsters card game, yeah, we can make some money off of this. So yeah, we got that there. All right, so I rambled enough there. Almost make me think of when Carl rambling with History of Power Rangers. Let me plug my hotspot in real quick. Oops. That way I do not run out of Wi-Fi. There we go. And I like the fact I got a new charger, by the way, for the laptop. So that really helps a lot. All right. So back up. Back up. Give me some space. Give me, as, as Mr. Krabs saying, SpongeBob, give me a little space. Can I get a little space? All right. So Duel 13, the man from Egypt. And we see picture right here. Yuki Taya riding on the little camel. On the camel. The camel. So that would be. I don't think they'd be able to ride on a can of chicken noodle soup unless that was a really big can. I don't, but of course, I don't know exactly if they'd be able to sit on that very well, though, even if it was really big. Mm, okay. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Stop it, that. Okay, so for my first voice, since we're diving back into Yu-Gi-Oh, gonna start off with some Yu-Gi-Oh voices, of course. Start off with the voice that we know of them as here, or better yet, gonna gonna start off with some of how their voices sound in the Japanese version of both here in the manga and also a bit of a duelist there, the one that we got. So this is Japanese Yugi from here in the manga and also season zero anime. 2 months ago, 2 months later, an Egyptian exhibit. Yep, it's opening tomorrow at the Domino City Museum. That sounds that sounds interesting. Let's go. The college professor who discovered the Pharaoh's tomb is my grandpa's friend, Professor Yoshimori. He invited us so we can get in for free. Wow, that's the guy in the paper. But didn't they find a mummy? A mummy? I don't want to get cursed. Sounds like Joey's superstitious with writing on the wall. Little Stevie Wonder there. There is superstition. Letters on the wall. Hang on a second. There we go. Okay, so yeah, see all of them excited about the museum there. And you see the picture of all of them in a group shot next to there. Excuse me. Okay, so now done the Yuki's voice, and now other Yugi, how he sounds in season zero. He, other Yugi in the season zero anime sort of sounds like the Japanese version of the Digimon Emperor, also called Digimon Kaiser in the Japanese Digimon Adventure 2. So, interesting. Egypt, such a mystical place. That's where your puzzle is from, isn't it? Yep, my good old millennium puzzle. Oh, that's right. Didn't your grandpa say the archaeologists who found it all, who all that the archaeologists who found it all died mysterious deaths? Uh, no, wait. Are you are you cursed? Are you cursed, Yugi? Are you all right? Of course I'm not cursed. Don't scare don't scare him, Anzo. But but still, ever since I completed the puzzle, there's times when I lose my memory. I better not tell everyone. They think it was creepy. Tomorrow's Sunday. Let's meet at the museum. Yeah, we're there. Wow, an Egyptian exhibit. I can't. I love this stuff. I can't wait. And now we're gonna give you a little Japanese manga Joey or Jonochi. Ah, Sunday, Domino City Museum. Everyone's here. You bet. Oh. Actually, my friend was supposed to meet us there. Let's wait a bit longer. Yugi, don't wear your school uniform on the weekend. Why not? Moto. Oh. He's there. It's been a while. Good to see you. Thank you for inviting us to your show. Man, here we are. Got now everybody's here we are with their talking about the millennium puzzle and everything, and now they're here at the museum. Oi, 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 oi. and and of course you would get Seto showing up. Silence, you lose a dog. An amateur duelist like you cannot measure up to my greatness. I am an experienced duelist, more higher level than you. Kaiba! How dare you call me a loser dog? I just as good of a duelist as you! I'm gonna kick your butt in this duel! I've been watching this Japanese version of those episodes. Mm, Good thing we have Crunchyroll. And now let's see, let's see, I think I can do, Tristan's voice sort of sounds similar to Junichi. I don't know, a lot of the Japanese voices, some of them are distinct from one another, but then some of them kind of sound like the other. Uh, Honda, aka Tristan seems to sound similar to Junichi, aka Joey. So, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna do Seto Kai, Japanese Seto Kaiba, since I just did him a minute ago. Oh, let me introduce you. This is Professor Yoshimori. Pleased to meet you. Whoa, you're famous. You're the guy who found the Pharaoh's tomb. Who is this? Ah, yes, the owner of the museum. He provided the grant for the excavation who is sponsoring this exhibit. Kanok Kanikaru's the name. Welcome to my museum. Yoshimura, ask them about the thing we talked about. Sure. Moto, you told me that your grandson solved the millennium puzzle. Oh, did, I did tell you that, didn't I? So you're Yugi. That's it! The legendary millennium puzzle! You must show it to me! Now I will get a ballistic tormentor. You, little Yugi! You'll have sight with the side dragon. Once I win it from you, then I will do with Merrick with his winged dragon of Raw. And I'll be the dual king up top of the tower. I don't know. I don't know if his ego is bigger in the English dub or the American or the Japanese. Probably bigger in the American dub, since there's a lot more sarcasm and jokes there, more so than the Japanese version. Whereas in there, Japanese, he does have sarcasm and some jokes, pretty much similar to that. But then again, he's a lot of time he's kind of straightforward with a lot of the stuff he says there at times there. Little water. All right. Okay, so did I did happen to use Kaiba's voice. A little Yogi. So let's see. Japanese grandpa from he got a pretty distinct voice. Ah, this is wonderful! Such an important piece of Earth history, and hanging around your neck. Cutting makes a living in art business. He has an eye for antiques. Whoa, is this really that valuable? Yuki, I beg you, people have got to see this. Let me just play it at the show. What? Please? What should I do? What should I do? I can't let go of my treasure for that long. Just for a day. Just, just for one day. Sure, one day is plenty. One day is plenty. And here we got the. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh, here they excuse me, meeting up with Grandpa's friend and everything there, and yeah, and then of course have this guy who wants to have the puzzle in his museum for 1 day. But from the looks of him in that panel, I'm a bit suspicious. He got a little shady something going on, kind of Lex Luthor type of thing going. Yes, the Millennium Puzzle. You just imagine Lex Luthor trying to go after that Millennium Puzzle. Dude, talk about is they forget the kryptonite. Millennium magic is enough that I need to take down Superman and the Justice League. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so did that one. Hey, what's going on? 49er long live. Okay. New face in the stream here. Yep. Basically, what's going on in the stream? We're reading from the Yu-Gi-Oh manga. A lot of time in Storytime live streams like this one, people come in there. They would we would take we would be reading like pieces of it in different voices that people request for it to be ready. Somebody might request, "Hey, read this like Daffy Duck." You're despicable. Yeah, something like that there, and yeah, and then so on and so on. Yeah, so that's pretty much what's going on in this one here. Yep. Okay. So if you got any voices you want me to read in, definitely let me know there. Yeah. All right. So now they arrived here. Looks like a plane has arrived and everything. So okay, so now we're gonna go to some of the English voices because I know them really well, obviously because I grew up with them. First up, English Yuki. Huh. So Shadi's arrived here. Wow, this or better yet, Japanese Yugi from the Duelist anime that we got. Wow, all of this belongs to the person who dug it up. Okay. Ah, wouldn't that be nice? Until 1921, when the excavator could keep up about half of the artifacts found, but now they belong to an Egyptian Supreme Council of Antiques. It's a cultural property, illegal to sell because it's so precious. The man who discovered this famous treasure didn't want to keep one piece of the artifacts he found. And then, of course, the other Yugi. I see. I thought the archaeologists were treasure hunters that dreamed of hitting it big. Haha. No, that's just in the movies. Archaeology is one of the worst paid professions. But when after months and years of searching, you open the door on a piece of history that no one has seen before, there's excitement that you can't begin to describe. That's what I'm in it for. Well, excuse me for a minute. I'm going to put the puzzle on display. Take time to enjoy yourselves. And here we have now there's the plane arriving, and that's right there. Shoddy about to making a debut in this story here. And everybody's in the museum looking around and stuff there. And, of course, oh yeah, this guy right here got his own little agenda with the money and puzzle. Yep. Oh, the picture of the money and puzzle. 1 second there. All right. Sorry about that. Get a little something up there. Okay, so now that I've done that, Okay, now we can go to some of the English voices. Huh. Somehow I don't feel right without the puzzle. That's awesome. But, wow, that's awesome, Yugi. Your treasure's gonna be famous. You think so? Well, let's take a picture in front of it. Sorry, Yugi. I know you didn't want to lend it to him. Oh, that's all right. It's only for one day. This expedition wouldn't have happened without Mr. Kaniguro. I'm not in a position to complain, but he can be somewhat self-centered. Wow, that looks so pretty. And as you can see here, we have more of them looking around the museum as well as, and also a pretty good shot of the Millennium Puzzle there. Hmm. Sort of gives me an idea for something in my new comic series that that's kind of going through the thought process stage at the moment there. Yep. All right, hold on a second. Let's see. So now, where there's English Yugi, you gotta do the other Yugi, of course. All right. With the Yu-Gi-Oh! This scene drawn on the papyrus, showing the weight of the heart of the judgment of the dead. The judge is the god Orisis. Also another way of saying Slifer the Sky Dragon. That that's Anubis on the left. He weighs the deeds of the dead man on the scale. If the scale falls on the side of the good deeds, they pass into the afterlife. But if the scale falls on the side of the bad deeds, they're fed to Amit the Devourer. He's an Egyptian Emma, the judge of the dead in Japanese mythology. We're over here we have the mummy. Do we have to see the mummy? You're scared, Jonoji? How uncool. Ah, let's go. If we keep staring, we're gonna be cursed. There's no such thing as curses. Huh? An Egyptian. And here we are here. Talking about Anubis and everything there, as well as the mummy. Somebody wants their mummy. And of course, we have Shadai over here. And it seems that something has is sort of tugging at his heartstrings, causing him to shed some tears there. Well, you know what? Well, yes, what's his name? Marvin Gaye. I think it was Marvin. Yeah, Marvin. I heard it. I think it was. I think it's Marvin Gaye who said, "Yeah." In that line of "Heard of the Grapevine," I know a man ain't supposed to cry, but these tears I can't hold inside. Yep, even a grown man cries. All right, so now let's do English. Let's do Joey. aka Donucci in English dub. Hey, why are you crying? These tears are not mine. This shriveled up form has become a doll of dust, but still, he's an eternal Pharaoh. His spirit lives on with his name. Even the eternal, even the eternal sleep is denied him, and cry of his soul becomes tears and falls down my cheeks. That's weird. He's carrying a scale. You're a nice little boy. Little boy? I'm in high school. Huh, what a weird Egyptian. Yep, that's pretty good for Joey there. Now, maybe you'll have the proper respect for Joey Wheeler, the godfather of games. And then, of course, we have to have Tristan. Hey, Enzu, I saw this Egyptian guy. Didn't anyone else see? Hey, look! Over there, Yugi's puzzle on display. Really? Magnificent. Yeah. Let's final. So let's finalize the sale in my office 10 minutes before the museum closes. Mr. Kanekura, the Millennium Puzzle is spectacular. I'll pay any price for it. Let's talk about this later. Well, let's talk about this later. Wow. Let's take a picture. It looks so cool in the glass case. Look this way. That puzzle's gonna make me a bundle, of course. I'll have to give Yugi something. I'll have to give Yugi something to shut him up. A picture to remember it by. Yep. So here now you got. Now of course Shadai explained about why he wasn't really crying, but someone else was crying, and their tears were falling down his cheeks. And everybody's now looking at Yugi's puzzle in the glass case of the museum there. Right. Uh, now get so now the voice start to do Seto Kaiba. Ah, well that was fun. I wish I could go to Egypt. Ho ho. Professor Yoshimori, thank you so much for today. It's my pleasure. Why don't you come by my lab sometime and I'll show you even more? Well, I have to get back to the university. Goodbye. What do you want to do now? Ooh, hate when that happens. I'll wait here until the museum closes. I want my puzzle back before I go home. It will be off. I have to get back to the store. Well, then we'll split up here. See you tomorrow. 4:30. 30 minutes left. My investment funded the discovery of the Pharaoh's tomb, and now I can make some money on the Millennium Puzzle. Luck is with me. Mr. Kanekuro, here, come in. And look like something's about to pick up in here. So after everybody leaves and Yugi's waiting for his puzzle, it looks like something's happened to the one that's coming to buy the puzzle. Ooh. Yeah. And now the regular Bakura. What? What? Who the hell are you? My bloodline has guarded the tomb for 3,000 years. I am a servant of Anubis. Anubis, the Egyptian god of death? Because of your greed, another tomb in the Valley of the Kings has been defiled. You have trespassed in the territory of the gods, and for that, you will go on the trial. I get it. You're from an Egyptian government. I don't sell antiques on the black market. Yeah, what we got here? Insane with visit Mantra. Oh, okay. Okay. Maybe yeah, definitely leave his leave a link I can maybe get maybe after the stream check out his YouTube page. Yeah, never see what's up there, you know? Yeah, definitely leave that and also well as I did see you in here, Michael O'Reilly. Yeah. Let's see, so see, do a little bit more of the regular Bakura before he switches to the dark Bakura. You know, the final scene. You know the final scene of the final judgment. in the 125th chapter of what you call the Book of the Dead. This card is okay. Let me jot that down real quick. This card. Card. Sure. Oh yeah. Number 2728. Okay. All right, got that down. Definitely we'll take a look at that there. See what's up with that. Okay. So this this is the truth of scales. The final judgment. When the deeds of the deceased are weighed before Orisis, aka the Slifer the Sky Dragon, the Lord of the Underworld. On one side of the scales, the feather of Ma, goddess of truth. On the other side, the heart of deceased, representing their soul. If their sins are heavier than the father in the feather of the mat, the decrease is fed away to Anat, the monster combining parts of a crocodile, hippo, and a lion. That's quite a combination there. A crocodile, a hippo, and a lion. Okay. So it will be, well, I guess they'll probably show it there, but before getting to it, what I imagine at the moment would, let's see, maybe like this big hippopotamus like body with alligator scales and fangs and snout on it, and a lion mane, possibly some fur mixed in the scales. That's quite an odd combination. So now we begin the game. The shadow game. A game? On this on this side. On this side of the scales I place the feather of the map. As you see, the scales are now balanced. I will now ask you several questions. If you do not tell the truth, the other side will grow heavy with the weight of your crimes. If that side of the scale should touch the ground, well, the penalty game of death awaits you. The penalty game. And as you can see, it looks like Shadai is about to pass some judgment on this guy with his millennium scale. An item I definitely must have. Sorry about that. Get to get Bakura and now Malik or Merrick. This then in the first question. A young girl falls deep into the well, and you're the only one who sees it. However, at your feet lies a golden ring. The golden ring that the girl was wearing. What do you do? I save her. I saved the little girl. What? But I'm telling the truth. Next question. Oh boy. All right, the museum is closed. Time to get my puzzle back. What? I'm not lying. How is the plate thinking without anything in it? A person has to be some. This has to be some kind of trick. What the hell is the penalty game? Very well. What lays before the last question, I'll tell you about the penalty game. and it awaits right within your heart. Oh dear. And scary imagery aside. Oh, excuse me. See that Yuki? Yeah, see that yeah, Yuki's waiting for the puzzle while this guy is getting judgment passed upon him by this guy. By Shadai, yeah. Okay. So get it there. Okay, so we get Malik's voice. Yeah. And now we'll do Yami Merrick. The transition of his voice. Huh. The chair is changing. Ah! Oh, so that's what it looks like. Hippo, crocodile, and a lion. Hmm. An interesting combination for chaos. Ha 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 ha! That is a myth. The monster that's taken up residence in your room of your soul. The last question. Have you defiled the territory of the gods and sold their treasure to your own for your own foolish for your own fattened pockets? Stop it! I'll pay any price. How much do you want? There is there is no such thing. There is there is no truth in the room of your soul. There is only greed, and therefore you will be punished. No! Mm. It's getting on my nerves. Okay. Merrick almost almost got my voice like Gilbert Godfrey. Why am I not surprised? Well, now I gotta interrupt and do a Gilbert Godfrey since I just mentioned that. Mm. Everyone has a room to their soul. My millennium key can open the door. The room of your soul is filled with decaying sin of money and greed. Monsters like Amit await monsters like Amit enjoy making their homes there. Mm. You will be eaten alive by the illusion born of your crimes. And then, oh boy. Oh, I almost forgot this. There was a picture I forgot to show. Oh, going wrong way. Okay. Yeah, because it actually show the Amit there. You can see him there. Yeah, so crocodile, hippo, and a lion. Hmm. Well, on the plus side, it's not lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my. Ooh, sorry about that. Okay, so now, oh yeah, I read that already. But no, I don't think you read that. Okay. Okay, so I may have skipped. Okay, I think I skipped that page I just showed. So I've already shown it. Oh no, we did. No, we did. Cause I remember reading the last question. Okay. All right, so here we are. And oh boy, so now I did. Yeah, I Barrett. Gonna do some of these guys from the Doma art or Calcos. Raphael, Valen, and Alistair. So start off with Alistair. Everyone has a room to their soul, and my Millennium Key can open the door. The room of your soul is filled with decaying scent of money and greed. Monsters like Emmett must enjoy making their homes there. You'll be eaten alive art illusion of by the illusion of your own crimes. This this is the Millennium Puzzle, and and it is complete in three in 3,000 years. I've never been able to solve it. So apparently, it's never once been solved. Oh, okay. Okay, Shadai talking, and then Yugi comes in. Why are you here? Wait, why? Why are you here? Hmm. So here we go. Yugi waiting for that puzzle while Shotty just showed up. That guy. Oh, okay. All right. So now, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. So now that I did, oh yeah, that I did Alistair. Now let's do Valen. Valen, mate. All the Egyptians from before. But I wonder, but he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't know. Right. But he wouldn't know here. Where? But me? But maybe I'll just ask. Excuse me. Oh boy. Right. Excuse me, sir. Have you seen Mr. Kenneth Guru? He prom he promised to return my puzzle is shaped like this. Impossible. Not this boy. I guess I don't know after all. And, and let's see. Okay, for the voice here, well, definitely go with Alistair. Oh, that's right. Oh, Raphael, and not him. And I don't mean from the Ninja Turtles either. The one who solves the Millennium Puzzle gains great power. The game power as my bloodline. If so, then this boy, I have to make sure I'm ready to do what I must do. This boy has the power. Where were you? So where were you? Oh, crying before? Uh, are you looking for? Why are you looking at me heavy like that? Of course, Joey's gonna have a uh, fastball idea, hairbrained scheme. Sorry. Okay. So down a little bit. Ew. Okay, so the next voice I will do now, going into some of the Transformers series I've seen. Oh, that's right. Oh, I think we got more Yugi characters. Yeah. So okay, let's go to the next page. And okay, okay. I think I'll do some of the Beast Wars voices there. Starting with Silverbolt to give him some love. Okay. The one who solves the Millennium Puzzle will gain great power, being and oh, I almost lost my place. I was thinking there. I have to make I have to make sure I know if this boy has the power. Why are you looking at me like that? Why were you crying before? This guy's acting weird. I will use the Millennium Key to look around the room of his soul. And that's one thing about with the Millennium Key, you can literally go inside people through their head, which seems to be somewhat different from when they went in there, like when they just went in there. Anyway, with what's going on here, and see, it's been some time that passed since the serial, since, since some time that passed since the in here in the story that is there. Hmm. Okay, so now let's get in this puzzle here. Got a couple more pages. I'm actually gonna just finish this story, and I know it's gonna be a little. I know it might be a little early to do some of it, but yeah, my reading energy starting to drop there. So, all right. Let's see. Now we're going to do Pegasus voice. Greetings, Kaiba boy. This boy has two souls and has two rooms in his soul. The door to one room is open, but I can see inside. It's scattered. It's scattered with toys, but it's but it, but it is pure, no doubts. Okay, and now that was almost gets kind of scary when it's serious. All right, so now let's see, read in the voice of Priest or Megatron. Cool. And as we heard him say in one scene, a wise tyrant always plans his escapes. Yes. So now, oh yeah. So like Pegasus. And another door. Hmm. The door opening. Well, the door opening. Here it is. Yeah. And then of course, good old other Yugi slash Yama Yugi shows up. Show you that real quick. So they can. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah, there's that there. Well, oh, that's right. Well, a visitor in my room. Come on, you've heard it. Come on, you can come in if you're up to the stairs. Okay, so oh yeah, visitor in the room. Okay, so, yeah. And then of course I think this is where this story ends here, kind of on a cliffhanger, and not too big a fan of those cliffhangers, but you'll definitely want to come back next Saturday next Saturday, because on well on Sun oh they got Saturdays here doing the Yu-Gi-Oh manga, Sunday story stream, or if for some reason you have to make up the second day for reasons, Sunday will mainly be another book from Sharon Bloom, who wrote Policing the Ghosts, Chasing Redbird, and also Walk to Moon, Absolute Chaos. So, yeah, there is. So, yeah, we'll be definitely diving into another novel on tomorrow. Yeah. So, that's all we got for today there. Y'all like and everything, definitely, share the word and everything. And, and we will see y'all tomorrow night at around 8 p.m. Central Time. So, definitely, hopefully I can last a little longer tomorrow. So, But for now, see you later.